nigga, I do this. I thought you knew this. Pop that old shit out. By my dick, I'm sucker niggas play that.
What's up, everybody? This is Marquise Dupree with Doc Sports. This is actually week 1 of college football. Last week was week 0. We saw what happened last week. And if you go back to my previous podcast, I told you that was a difficult game for FSU. It was almost like it was a trap game. Anytime you play a ACC or in-conference school in a neutral site, there's always danger. And we saw the danger in that game. FSU just didn't look right. I believe when you play those type of games, you should always go over a week or two early, kind of get acclimated to the time, to the traveling, to the distractions. The distractions are usually the largest components of those type of games, especially when you're talking about playing overseas. Now, I never played overseas, but I do know about traveling long distances, playing basketball, well, being on the basketball management team, and just football. You have to be in the right mindset. You can't have distraction. And in today's climate of college football, there's a lot of distractions. Now, I'm not making any excuses because Florida State had every opportunity to be prepared, especially coming off the negative attention that they knew they was going to receive. Georgia Tech just played a great game. Georgia Tech was well coached. Georgia Tech took their time. They didn't try to force anything, and they took what Florida State was giving them, and they capitalized on it, and they came out with the win. I just hope that Georgia Tech down the road, the next game, have a good season so that loss doesn't look too bad for FSU. And you guys know we are in the ACC, so that game is going to count no matter what you say. Everybody says the first game, when we get to the last game at the end of the season, they're going to always reflect back to that game, even if we somehow find a way to go undefeated, which I really don't see that happening. I think we have maybe a second loss. I hope we can go undefeated, and I'm wanting Florida State to go undefeated. But, hey, we don't know. After seeing what we saw, that was kind of scary. You know, when defensive linemen are being spent around and out of position, you know, everybody say Georgia Tech is an easy win. No, Georgia Tech is putting together something very special. And they may not win the ACC championship, but they're going to upset some more teams. You watch what I tell you. So let's just keep an eye on Georgia Tech going forward, seeing how everything progresses. You know, I tell y'all all the time, we're not in the SEC. When we beat LSU those 2 years, LSU still got the benefit of the doubt of making it to the college football playoffs. Everybody's now saying that Florida State is dead, that they don't see anything in Florida State. We have to prove them wrong. Hopefully Mike Norvell and the team has on the same page. They close practices from what I hear. They're taking things a little bit more in stride, trying to find out where their weaknesses and where their strengths are, and hopefully they can come out on the Monday night with Boston College. Now, what scares me about Boston College, you remember that Friday night, that red bandana game, we played Boston College, and it was a blowout. Jimbo Fisher couldn't do anything. Keep in mind, Boston College is similar, a lot similar to what Georgia Tech is. So Boston College have a better running game. Hopefully our linebackers and Florida State defensive line and those secondary defensive backs and safety can kind of step up and do the things they need to do. Now, all right, let's get into some real fun. As you can see, I got the red lights on for the red hot tape. That's what I'm calling this. It's the Friday before the big weekend of college football. Everybody's excited, but we had a great game last night with North Dakota State and Colorado. Now everybody's saying, oh, Colorado won. Colorado, you know, they survived. But keep in mind, North Dakota State was FBS. Nine championships in FBS. National champions, FBS. I would hate for a team like that to play any of these big schools at home, because they are dangerous. They actually probably should be in the Big 12. If I was the Big 12, I'd be sending North Dakota State an invite right now. That was a great game. I just felt like North Dakota was in the lead at one point. I think a couple of bad calls put them in position. I think the officiating was poor on their behalf and Colorado State, but mainly it seems like the official was trying to protect Colorado down the stretch. Bad calls. And if I'm a coach and I see that happens and my team is fighting, I'm going off to show them I have their back. And I didn't really see that. But they was just Colorado State was trying to hold their composure. They were just trying to survive. Coach didn't want to make a mistake. I understand that. I get it. But you don't have anything to lose in these type of games. You have to go all out like your team is going out. So they end up losing the game 31-26. Travis Hunter doing what Travis Hunter doing, making spectacular catches. We all look at that game and we probably don't want to give Travis Hunter the credit that he deserved, but some of the catches, some of the catches that he came up with was mind-boggling. I mean, it was crazy. Excuse me. The way he contoured his body and being around other players, my God. It was just woo. You guys, excuse me. Got to get a drink of water. Hold on. Oh shit. I'm about to do some editing in my. Woo! This is real. You guys know I'm not putting on. All right, but again, Travis Hunter's doing Travis Hunter thing. Deion Sanders doing a great job of trying to take the next step into college football, trying to be the college football coach that he played under, just trying to get there. And I think he's going in the right direction. I still think that, they have a 6-7 game win, which is an improvement. I still think he has another 3 or 4 years to stay put and to grow. So we have to kind of see what happens in that aspect of everything. All right, let's go to what I always like going into. This is the red hot take to tell us what's coming up for the weekend. We have some great games, I think. Let's begin with the top 25 and their matchups and the time. Georgia, we all know Georgia is on the run. They also can be the next national championship team in the 12-hour playoff. They have the depth. They have the coach. They've been doing great things these last few years. So they play Clemson. This game goes down at 12 p.m., 12 noon, Saturday. It's going to be pretty good. Let's see what Clemson got. I don't know if Clemson's going to win the ACC. Everybody's saying Miami is. I don't really think Clemson is that just yet. I always tell y'all 5 or 6 game in. We're just talking. We're just excited for college football. We really have to see what these teams are about. But we'll see. Clemson has been one of the ACC top tier teams the last few years. So let's just see what they do. Ohio State playing Akron. We know Ohio State should take care of business against Akron. That game is tomorrow, August the 31st at 3:30. Oregon playing Idaho, 7:30 tomorrow. Texas, Colorado State. We know Colorado State gave Colorado a fit last year. I don't know if they have a Travis Hunter. They're not going to upset Texas. Keep in mind, Texas is in the SEC, so they get that bias also. I keep pushing that. I keep telling y'all that. Watch that, and you'll understand if you are a true fan of college football, even if you're in the SEC, you'll understand the bias that you guys get. And I guess, hey, and to somebody clearly beat you, you always going to get the benefit of the doubt with refs, announcers, everybody's going to put the SEC on top tier. That's just what it is. We just have to deal with it. Alabama, West Kentucky. Interesting thing about West Kentucky is Finley. TJ Finley played with LSU, played with Auburn. Big guy, uh, explosive, running quarterback when he wants to. Even though he have looked at those last two colleges I just named, unsure things. But he's at West Kentucky. Of course, everybody trying to build his game up as if TJ is going to be the next Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton. If West Kentucky beat Alabama, Alabama better worry. I don't see that happening though, so we'll see. Watch that game. It's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Ole Miss and Farming. That's 7 p.m. Ole Miss. Not going to even entertain that game. Let me see. Notre Dame, number 7, playing Texas A&M. Very interesting. But I do think Notre Dame, second-year coach coming in there. Notre Dame shouldn't have a problem with Texas A&M, but Texas A&M is SEC, so we'll see. Penn State, West Virginia, 12 p.m. tomorrow. West Virginia, hey, Dana Ferguson is not there. I say Penn State. They did have James Franklin is still there, so we should be okay. Well, they should be okay. Michigan, Fresno State, Michigan defending champions. That game shouldn't give them problems. Florida State at Boston College, as I said, we talked about that in the opening statements, in the opening moment of the show just a few minutes ago. I'm afraid of every team we play, especially the ACC team. We're the national champion. Florida State has to realize that. All the players has to play up, and then they're just what it is. Missouri and Buffalo. Buffalo is one of those teams that's good every 4 or 5 years, but I think Missouri should take them this year. I don't think Buffalo is going to give them a problem. They don't have a big quarterback or anything that stands out, so I don't know. I'm going with Missouri on that one. Utah and Baylor. Baylor hasn't been anything since RG3. They made a little run last year before last. I don't see anything there. LSU, Jaden Daniels gone. USC don't have their star. So that's a toss-up. It's probably one of the most even matchups out of conference games. I would probably say that's going to be the most interesting is that game. So let's watch that game and have fun. I do have LSU winning probably about 3, if not a touchdown. Clemson and Georgia, we talked about earlier. Clemson number 14. I got Georgia in that game. Clemson could make some noise. That's just a measuring stick game. Georgia should win probably by 2 touchdowns. Tennessee 15, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oklahoma, SEC and Temple, Oklahoma. These soft games, I'm not mad at them. I think that's the way to go. See what you got before you get into a big non-conference game or a conference game. They are great measuring sticks. See what you have before you take on these schools. I'm telling you guys. This is just a hot take segment. We're just doing these things, top 25, just trying to get to. Please like and subscribe. I'm Marquise Dupree. This is Doc Sports. Please comment. Ask me any questions. Interact with me. If I need to do something a little more, let me know. This is our show, fan. Doc Sports. Just get locked in. Like and subscribe. Let's grow together. I say that every episode, but I really mean that. I'm very sincere. So pass me on to your friend. Watch me. Give me the YouTube likes. Do what you have to do to make this our show top tier. Like I said, baby steps. They ain't gonna happen overnight, but we all gonna do it together. All right, Oklahoma and Temple. I mentioned that. I got Oklahoma. Oklahoma State 17 and South Dakota. I don't see South Dakota. Keep in mind, there's gonna be some upsets. This is all my opinions. This is just going off the top of my head. There is a little research, previous years, but these teams are so different in opening season. These, with the NIL and the transfer portal, you really don't know what you have until you watch the game. I'm not going to be one of those, guys to try to break everything down to y'all, just by stats and tell you this is going to happen and that's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. Nobody does. That's why you play the game. Play the game. Let's find out what's happening and let's talk about that. That's more factual than trying to, break everything down and say, I'm just going by heavy favorites and what I see, almost like a boxing match. We don't know who's going to win. We're going to play the game, these predictions. But like I said, 5, 6 game in, I'm doing my own top 25. I see a lot of these fancy podcasts and these fancy shows doing their own top 25 and haven't even seen a game yet. How are you going to evaluate something you haven't seen? That's like the lottery. There's a 50-50 chance however everything's set up. If you're going against the SC team, it could be 60-40. But we don't know until the games are played. Stop feeding all this stuff to these fans like you know. We do not know. That's why I stick with fan talk, because I like to know what the fans think about their team. And I like, when after the games are played, to reach out to the fans of how they feel. To me, that's more accurate than trying to break down stats and saying, hey, this right here was going to win, because it's going to be a lot of things in college football that's not going to make any sense. So right now, week 1, week 0, we're not here to try to, break everything down to the T. We want to see great college football games, and it's going to be some upsets. We're going to come out on the good side or the bad side. That's what we're going to talk about. So just giving you a heads up. Oklahoma State, South Dakota. I got Oklahoma State 17. Oklahoma State ranked number 17. Kansas State and UT Martin. Kansas State, Miami, and Florida. Whew. Roll the dice. We don't know which team is going to show up. Florida State got to play both of them, but we really don't know. I would love to see Miami win. I really would. I would love to see Miami beat Florida. Not trying to jump on that ACC, SEC hype tip. I just want to see something good happen for Miami. I still want Florida State to beat them. But, Miami is one of those teams that has a high ceiling every year, so they say, and it never pans out. So if something good happens for them, great. I just hope they don't beat Florida State. And if they do beat Florida State, then, hey, they do. It ain't like it haven't happened before. That's what rivalries is all about. I just wish Florida and Miami played each other every year, so the Florida State thing can matter more, but they don't. They skip years. I guess it was a lot of fighting going on. As I said earlier, Texas A&M and Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame in that. Arizona and New Mexico. I would say Arizona. Just, I don't know. I'm not going to even BS y'all. Kansas and 22 Kansas and Illinois. My little cousin is not playing with Illinois anymore. Devin Witherspoon. Just had to drop that name. Shameless plug, but hey, the bloodline run deep. So I have Kansas State. I think Tanaka Scott played with Murphy here in Mobile, Alabama. Number 3 is at Kansas. And I hope him great success. And, hope Kansas win. We'll see. USC and LSU, I already told you LSU. USC is ranked 23. NC State, Tennessee. Let me go back. The Kansas and Illinois is September the 7th. The USC and LSU is September the 1st. NC State and Tennessee is September the 7th. Iowa, who is 25, and Illinois is tomorrow at 12 p.m. So those are your top 25, teams, and we are happy college football is here. So like I said, we're down south, and college football just kind of runs everything. It is what it is. This is the hot take. That's why we all lit up in red. Please jump in here, comment, give some hot takes on what you think is going to happen. Let's try to get it out before tomorrow football games. and we all can just kind of put our feet up, stress a little bit for our teams, but really just take it all in and just enjoy college football wise here. Like I tell you, I talk all sports. Just right now, it's college football. I know we have some baseball going and everything, but that's it. Like and subscribe. Um, Let me see one more thing. I think I have some. Let me see, guys. Hold on. Like I said, don't hesitate to jump in there and just let it fly. Like I told you, I am not with that Paul Feinbaum where you feel like you can just say any old crazy thing. Now we don't want to get into a Jerry Springer show, except it's college football. We're not trying to do that here. We're just trying to make sure everybody has a voice, and but with some type of some type of reason, some type of you know uh professionalism, I guess. All right, I think that's it. I kind of wanted to talk about some other teams, but I might do that tomorrow. Teams like Purdue, Purdue, the Boilermakers has been under the radar here these last few years. They have a quarterback in Hudson Card. Um, they're gonna dominate Indiana State. They should. You know, like I say, Purdue had kind of been kind of up and down. Here lately. But I think it's about time. Maybe they can get a good 6 games. Make a bowl game, a low tier bowl game, just kind of work their way up. But we don't know. And like I say, that's why we watch the games. You know, let's tune in and watch Purdue. I think they have that big old bass drum, and let's see can they beat on that thing and maybe beat themselves into a winning season, and you know get some depth on their team. Maybe not this year, maybe next year, and just kind of will themselves into a win. You know, they have two decent quarterbacks. Like I say, Hudson Card, 6'3", 210 pounds, senior. Um, they have a freshman also, Ryan Brown, um, but we don't know much about him, so I'm not gonna hype him up until we see what we really have. So maybe we'll see. I think Purdue play Colorado this year again, and we'll see what happens. So, all right, let me see if I have anything. Alabama fans, you guys don't have anything to worry about. Stop telling me you scared of Western Kentucky. You're not. You don't. You're not. You're not scared of West Kentucky. You're more interested in the Iron Bowl and the SEC championship because you think you there. So we'll see though. All right, guys, that's it. Like I said, I will go in depth more tomorrow. This is kind of a hot take on Friday night. Just kind of get us ready for Saturday. Maybe a few other things that I have to do. Like I said, I might just jump in and do another hot tank, red take tomorrow. Got kind of choked up, so I don't know. I might get some little fancy cough drops or something. But we'll see. This is just the introduction of college football 2024. Tomorrow, Saturday, September. Oh my God, I'm ready to jump the months. August the 31st. Even though we got football going all the way to Monday, Florida State does play Monday night. Tune in and let's just see. Let's see what happens. You know, I go in depth on some more teams tomorrow, though. All right, thank you guys. Hit me up. Get ready for college football. Please like and subscribe. Doc Sports, Marquise Dupree. Um, just is what it is. We in here. Peace. Love you guys.